You ever wonder what number comes after 8? If you guessed and base, people would give you a weird look, but you'd be correct when talking about Mega Man games. Where's my Mega Man X and base? After being on the PlayStation and Saturn, the logical thing would be to make another game on PlayStation, but I guess Capcom doesn't like money after all. What started out as a port of Mega Man 8 to the SNES ended up as a brand new game. Somehow. Why even bother porting it to the previous system? Mega Man at base came out in 1998, 4 years after the PS1. It's like if you released a game exclusive to Xbox 360 or PS3 nowadays. Except worse. There was no real point to making it on the previous system so far into the successor's life. Most people have moved on to the next system by now. And yet here we are, Mega Man and base on the Super Famicom, the game everyone forgot about, including Capcom. I'm gonna be honest, I've heard horror stories about how badly designed this game is. I was not looking forward to playing this one. But this is part of the classic series, so here I am, playing it anyway. Mega Man and base was Japan only for the original release, so the only way to play this in English is on Game Boy Advance. But screen crunch is annoying, so I'm playing the Super Famicom version with an English patch. If you got a problem with it, I don't know, like, push me out in the comments section. At least you're something productive with your weird complaints. I did buy it on Wii U Virtual Console, so I bought the game. I'm just playing the original version in English. Well, without further ado, time to look at Mega Man and base. Oof. No intro movie this time, or opening cutscene. They threw you right in without any story at first. This is a nice change, actually. I didn't like the slower openings of 7 and 8. One intro stage later, some dude named King is trying to build an evil robot army by stealing all the blueprints to combat robots. Wait, a villain that doesn't talk to Wily? Finally, oh my god. Anyway, King literally chops Proto Man in half, so that's a problem. It's just a flesh wound? He chopped you in half! I'm getting some real Monty Python vibes from you right now. Oh god, we have to fight the Green Devil again. Oh, it was easy. Cool. 8 Robot Masters later, Mega Man fights King and Proto Man intervenes. Oh god, thank you. Proto Man gets his revenge from before and hits King so hard that you can actually damage him now. Oh my gosh, Proto Man said a swear, I'm telling Dr. Light. Mega Man kicks King's ass, and hey, look at that. This translation was so faithful they made errors that Capcom probably would have made. Turns out King was made by Dr. Wily, and he is the real villain all along. Darn. Wily says a swear, and Mega Man kicks his ass for the 9th time in a row. Mega Man gets a letter from King, which means he's not dead. Wait, who sends letters anymore? Surely these people have email by now. He wants to atone for his crimes, apparently. It doesn't really matter, though. We never see this dude ever again. This is a very Mega Man story, that's for sure. But people don't knock this game down with the story, because, oh boy, this game's got some real problems. But let's start out with the positives, at least. The big new thing is having Base as a playable character. He can't shoot while moving and doesn't have a charge shot, but he can shoot in many directions and fires them rapidly. And instead of sliding, he has a dash. It's basically the same thing as in the X series onwards. You even have more momentum from it, letting you jump further. Oh, and let's just throw in a double jump too, why not? Okay, I love this. When he beats a boss, he doesn't just get the weapon, he siphons it. Like, oh my god, Base. You beat a boss, not a demon lord. You were this close to being too edgy for your own good. Stop that, you're starting to feel out of place. Speaking of when you get a weapon, they finally tell you what it does again. Why did this take so long to come back? Oh, and what's this? Save data? In a Capcom Super Nintendo game? What is this witchcraft? I fully expected passwords again, but I guess not. Bolts are back to being random drops, too. They're really stingy with them for some reason, but they give you like 800 near the end of the game, so it's not a huge deal. And if you hadn't noticed by now, they got Mega Man and Sword Style to work on inferior hardware. Seriously, I don't even need to explain why this is impressive. Major props for the effort. Too bad they stopped using these graphics after this game. And while the soundtrack isn't, like, amazing or anything, it's at least better than what 8 had. So, what else? The Robot Masters are pretty cool this time. I especially like Ground Man and Magic Man. The weapons are really useful too. My favorites being Remote Mine and Lightning Bolt. Yeah, just summon a lightning storm on your enemies. It's great. Tengu Man and Astro Man returned from 8, which is fine in theory, but they got rid of my Astro Crush. What's wrong with having 2 screen nukes? The stage select screen is kind of like a world map, which is pretty cool. Not quite split in half like in 7 and 8, but this is the best way they've split up Robot Masters so far. Okay, that's enough positivity for one video. Oh my god, everything in this game is just wrong. Mainly these stages just aren't good. The main stages are fine at best, and at worst, almost broke me. So, intro stage. Fine. Cold Man. Again, fine. Bruno Man. Oh god, make the pain stop! Except for a few annoyingly placed enemies and these stupid walls that cover the foreground, the stage is alright. Until we get to the point where they burn down an entire jungle and you have barely enough time to not be burned alive. I actually had a weird dream like this once, not kidding. Except for the, dying part. Dreams are fun. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, burning death. This giant block dude drops a bomb that burns the bottom half of the screen, killing you instantly. This is the last portion that can really go screw itself. If you're playing as Mega Man, they just barely give you enough time to kill these 2 turns so you can get to safety. Doable with practice, but you'll probably get at least a few game overs before you get past this part. Just so everyone knows, I used a lot of save states to get through this game. I'm sure I could have beat the game without them, but I'm assuming you didn't want to wait a year for this video to be made, so here we are. I have no shame. And then we get to Bruno Man himself, who's just way too strong to be a robot master. He's weak to the ice wall, but for some reason he doesn't seem to be damaged by it unless he's doing his flamethrower attack. Even then, it doesn't seem to do any more damage than a charge shot, so... god damn it. His attacks are hard to dodge and just do an assload of damage. When you have to refight him later in the game, I still struggle against this guy. Even with Super Roman, it reduces the amount of damage you take. But with the help of save states, I finally beat him. After that, things weren't too bad for a while. I actually kinda liked Pirate Man stage. At least by comparison, I mean jeez. Grand Man stage was fine, but I took a little too long to figure out this Tiki puzzle. I thought this was timed and not by the amount of Tikis you destroy. An indication of something would have been nice. Tango Man stage was kind of annoying, but nothing horrible. Oh, what's this? Auto-scrolling? In a Mega Man game? That's like putting auto-scrolling in a Sonic game. Wait, I already made this joke. They made this mistake a second time? How? It sucked in 4, it sucks here. What the hell? Oh, these cloud enemies can slow you down too. These things are basically a death sentence in this level. Everyone flips out of this section with the balloons right here, but I think it's totally fine. It just needs a less strict time limit is all. Once you make that first jump, the rest of these balloons are easy enough to get to. After I realized you should jump from the top platform, this section was fine. The rest of the Robot Master stages were fine. Nothing frustrating, but nothing spectacular either. Although Dynamo Man falls under way too hard to be a Robot Master like Bruno Man was. Even with his weakness, he's still a bitch to take down, and he can heal himself. Yeah, no, screw this guy. After defeating all 8 Robot Masters, you have to use all your special weapons to activate these special switches, which is pretty cool. It's essentially a tutorial for how all the weapons work, and each switch even gives you 100 bolts to use in the shop. Speaking of which, the shop items are totally worth it in this game. Eddie helps with the lack of E-tanks in this game, and when you use him with the item that increases the amount of health and ammo pickups restore, it essentially gives you an E-tank and a half. Although some items you can only equip one at a time, like you can have more potent pickups or more defense, but not both at the same time. But after playing this game, it makes total sense why they give you so many of these bolts right at the end. You're gonna need them for the castle stages, like oh my god. These castle stages are long and hard as balls of steel. There's 3 stages this time. The first stage is actually really enjoyable. It reuses a ton of stage gimmicks and it's just a really fun level overall. The boss was pretty annoying, but I got him with no problem with a bit of practice. What? Okay. Yeah, that is just pure garbage. When bosses die in this game, you can still move around for a bit until the level ends. When you beat this boss, you're above a pit of lava, so when the platform falls when you beat him and you don't move, you die. I thought we fixed this in Mega Man 2. God damn it. Stages 2 and 3 are where the real stupidity starts. In the second stage, you have to fight 4 bosses in one stage. Bosses themselves are all annoying too. With this tank, you have to hit his weak points when he goes to attack you. Good luck doing that, because all his attacks are almost impossible to dodge. You're supposed to go down to the platform below, but in doing that, you can't attack it. Boss doesn't give you much opportunity to get back up either. This is easily the hardest boss in the game. Not to mention that when you die to any boss in this stage, you start from right after the last fight, so you don't get to just quickly restart these fights. Save states are a beautiful thing. Honestly, if I didn't have save states, I would have gave up on this level. There's just way too much stuff you need to handle in this single stage. Splitting stages 2 and 3 into 2 levels each would have been the way to go. The second boss of stage 2 is this plane thing. It's far easier than the tank, but this asshole has a tendency to knock you into the pit, killing you instantly. Thanks. Neither of these bosses have health bars either, which causes a big misdirection that I'll get into in just a bit. You could say these are mini bosses, but these guys feel like bosses. There's no door that leads forward, and boss music plays too. The player has every indication to believe that these are bosses that just don't have health bars for some reason. The third fight is a fight against King, and my god, this first phase is the worst design in the game. The fight itself is pretty standard, except, you notice what I'm doing wrong here? No? Turns out you're not supposed to attack this boss. Like, excuse me? Because despite the fact that's another boss without a health bar, and he flashes when you attack him, indicating that you were doing damage to him, you're not supposed to attack King. Instead, you're supposed to dodge his attacks until Proto Man comes and breaks his shield. I spent like 20 minutes fighting this first phase because I assumed that I was damaging him. Why would you make a boss like this that you're not supposed to attack? This phase would have been much better if he didn't flash when you attack him. At least then, it feels like an impossible fight, so he just dodges his attacks, expecting some kind of opening to show up. Then when he does have a health bar during the second phase, you think, oh okay, I can kill him now. Feels like they were going for the fight against Vile in Mega Man X. You fight him, it's impossible, and Zero comes in and saves you. But it doesn't work here because there's no indication that you're supposed to be doing something different. You just keep wailing on him to no avail because you assume you're doing damage to him because of flashing and the lack of a health bar like the last two bosses you fought in this stage. The second phase is fine though. As long as you spam Lightning Bolt, he can't touch you. I ended up taking more damage from falling onto him after using my attacks than I did from King's attacks. Freaking gravity. And now we have a fourth boss in this single stage. Yeah, we're still on the second castle stage. If you get a game over at any point, you start all this over again. This final one isn't too bad though, it only took me a few tries. But I have never been so happy to see a stage clear screen. Holy hell, that one stage took me over an hour to beat. The last stage, again, tries to do what Mega Man X did. I didn't realize all the similarities to X until now. Instead of having a standard boss rush, you play short sections in between bosses. It worked in Mega Man X because it took place over multiple stages. It doesn't work here because it's all one stage. This is a giant gauntlet of a level, and Bruno and Dynamo Man are total pains in the asses to beat, even with full health. Bring in as many lives as the game will let you. Or save states. Seriously, anyone who can power through this game without save states is a braver person than I could ever dream of being. The fight against Wily is pretty easy though. This is the point where Eddie is a real lifesaver. And that was Mega Man and Bass. I wouldn't say it was one of the worst games I ever played, but it's definitely the worst Mega Man game I've played. I haven't touched X6 or X7 yet though, so that might change eventually. People often say the bass is the real way to play this game, but its double jump doesn't make up for the overly powerful robot masters or the insanely long castle stages. The game is a bit more designed around Bass's abilities, but that still doesn't excuse them not changing the level design to accommodate Mega Man. If you're going to play Mega Man and Bass is the better character, but playing as him doesn't fix everything. Although I wouldn't recommend actually going out of your way to play this game, it's just not that good. Considering how easy it is to play just about every other game in the series, you're much better off playing those games. 3 was my least favorite before this, but I'd much rather be playing that than Mega Man and Bass. There is good here, like the boss design, the cool weapons, and a villain that isn't Wily for once, but it's just not executed well. A remake would really do this game good. I guess Capcom knew that this one wasn't that great because Mega Man and Bass only got re-released twice. Unlike 1 through 8, they got a ton of re-releases. This has been Flame Guy. Mega Man and Bass was a bit exhausting, but next time's going to be better, because we're looking at Mega Man 9 and 10. I've been really looking forward to finally playing 9, and 10 is one I've been meaning to replay for a long time. Until then, take care, and I'll see you all next mission.